devotional series is looking at 5 questions. In the last session, we looked at the question, have you ever felt fragmented and afraid? In this session today, we're going to look at the question, have you ever felt burdened? I was traveling with a friend in Scotland once, and we decided to pick up some rocks just before walking on a bridge. And we decided that each one of those rocks would represent something that we might want to leave behind there at the bridge. So we picked our rocks, we each picked 5, and we walked up on the bridge. And having a counseling background and having done a lot of journaling and whatnot, I thought this would be an easy exercise for me. So we stood up on the bridge and we began to take the rock and each rock and throw it over into the water. So I would take one, I would then toss it over, he would take one and toss it over, and that continued until we were almost to the last rock. He tossed his last rock, and it was my turn to toss mine. It was the smallest rock left. And I thought about what that rock meant, and I held my hand over the bridge, and I couldn't let go of it. And my friend said, "What's wrong?" And I said, "I don't know, but I want to keep it." And I pulled it back, and he said, Are you sure you want to keep it? Because I thought these were things we wanted to leave behind. And I stretched my hand back out over the bridge, and I tried to let it go. And I pulled it back. I said, "I can't." I didn't know why. And I said, "I think I'm going to just keep it for a while." And he said, "But I thought," I know, I said, "Okay." I reached my hand back out over the bridge, and then came the most gentle of voices. He said, "Can I help you?" Well, now, I had been fine before that moment, but at that point, tears began to stream down my face. It was such a little thing. It was such a little rock, and I couldn't let it go. And that voice that said, "Can I help you?" helped me understand that he knew that that rock was bigger than I had understood. And so his hand came out, and then he began to gently pry my fingers away, and the rock dropped. And I watched the rock all the way as it created the tiniest little splash in the water below. And there was this wonderful sense of relief that came into my heart over something that I did not even know was causing me pain. I looked at him and I said, "Thank you," through my tears. But it suddenly occurred to me that while we would like to hold our burdens, while we would like to carry them all on our own, sometimes they are just too big. Maybe we don't recognize even how big they are. And maybe there is someone else, a close family member or friend, who understands in ways that we can't even understand, and will be there to say, "Can I help you? Can I help pry your fingers off of this burden? Because as small as it may seem, it is not a burden you should carry." I want to direct our focus to a text. The text is Galatians 6:2. Galatians 6:2 says to carry each other's burdens. And the rest of the text suggests that when another person is going in the wrong direction, that we should gently restore that person to where they ought to be. So there are 2 ideas in this text. Not only that we carry a burden, not for someone, but with someone, but that we also restore them gently to the direction that they should be traveling. And so I ask the question again, have you ever felt burdened in ways that you understood, in ways that you didn't understand? Wholeness is about recognizing that you have family, close people who love you, people who will reach out and hold your burden with you, but will also help pry your hands away from that so that you will let it go.